Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. Here in this video, I'm going to discuss how to connect MySQL server with VS Code and how you can execute your SQL queries from VS Code. So this is what VS Code I have, and I would like to make a connection of MySQL with this DB. So at very first place, what you need to do, you need to go to this extension tab, and here you have to search SQL. Okay, whenever you search for SQL, definitely you will get many tabs here or many suggestions here. And I am looking for something. This is not a SQL. SQL. What SQL it shows? Let me tell you. Okay, SQL is different. We are going to make a connection. So you have to search for MySQL. So it will give you appropriate extension. So this is what MySQL management tool you need to install. I already installed, so I do not need to install it once again. Okay, once you install this, okay, you can go back and here you will find something called MySQL. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to click on this plus icon. So if you click on this plus icon, it will ask you for the host name. So as I have MySQL installed on my system, so I'm using as a local host as my host name, but you can enter your host name. After that, it will ask you for the user. Yes, definitely you can use your username, and whatever would be the password you have selected for that username, you have to enter that password. Port number it automatically picks, but if you want to change, if you have changed port number, you can change that port number. You have to enter. You don't have to enter anything here, and you have to hit the button. Okay, so this will add here, but definitely this is what something you error you are going to see on your screen, that it says not supported auth mode. So root user, by default root user don't have authentication to use the MySQL from VS Code. So you definitely, what you need to do, you need to create a new user here. So how to create new user? So I will show you what you can do. You can go to this here. Inside program files, you will find something called MySQL. Inside a MySQL, okay, inside a server, you can go to the folder. So this is what a path. Inside MySQL, you have to go to the MySQL server 8.0, whatever was the version you have, and here you can open the command prompt. So now what you need to do, you need to write some of the commands. So what I will do, I will write first command here, MySQL. Okay, here we can change the root instead of root following. Okay, root is we need to keep. We will and let me hit the enter button. Okay, so it will ask for the password, so you have to enter password. Okay, and this is how it is going to work. So we will use our root account, and by using root account we will create another user so that we can give the privilege to that new user to access MySQL server from work VS Code. Okay, so what you need to do now, you need to write another command here, that is for, okay, so this is what showing you create user SQL user and percentile identify, okay, with MySQL native password by password. So this will says that okay, no issues. Or what you can do, you can write this as it is. Okay, so create user, we can create another user also. So whatever the username you wants to user you wants to enter, you can enter. I will use enter, and I will say at. Okay, as it is, you have to write percentile. You can say identified. Okay, yes, it is identified with MySQL underscore native, MySQL underscore native underscore password. This is what you have to do as it is by. So here you can write the password, whatever the password you want. So I will say password 123. Okay, this is what password I'm going to use to create a new account. And I will hit enter button. Definitely it creates. Okay. Uh Using this statement, okay, whatever I have selected, it has created a new user called SQL user, but I don't want to use that. So I created a new user as a webchamp with password 123. So now once your username and password is ready, you must grant and privilege to your SQL user. Okay. So our username is webchamp. So I will use webchamp here. Okay. And I will say grant all privileges on. Okay. This is what the syntax to webchamp adds. And you have to hit the enter button. Once this done, we are almost set. Okay, you can run this command flush privileges. Okay, so these are all 3 4 commands you need to run, and now you are able to add the new SQL connection from here. So I will say local host. Okay, user we have changed. I will say webchamp. Entered the password. I will enter the password. Whatever password you have entered, you can enter. And I will say, okay. So what was my password? I think I forgot password. What password I have used? Password 123. Okay. So same we need to use there also. So here I entered the same one. Port number remains same. And yes, we have successfully added, and it is able to access. Okay, it is able to access my databases, right? So what I can do now, I can new query, right? And here I can say that use cells. This is what my database. So I will select this, and if I right click here, you will get an option to run MySQL query. So it will execute whatever the query you have selected. Now, if I say select all from cells, okay. So cells is my database. You always need to, okay, cells is my database, but what is my table name? So it's just cell. So what I will do, I will remove that. Every time you need to select this use cells and execute the statement, then and then it will work. And here on this small window, you are going to see the result. So this is how you can execute your SQL queries from VS Code. I hope you like the content. This would be helpful. You don't need to open Workbench and all for SQL queries, or to write SQL queries, or to execute the SQL queries. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.